What I'm looking to do is kind of delve a little bit into medical cannabis and the cannabinoids and cannabinoids. Now, I mean, you can say anywhere between 150 and 200 plus cannabinoids that we have isolated and named thus far in science. All of them with pending patents for big pharmaceutical. So let's have a look at the basics. When you ingest a plant or a substance, whether it's alcohol, nicotine, caffeine, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamines, all of these things, they have an effect on your body because your body is predisposed to receive these compounds, right? So if we understand that for us to ingest cannabis and have a biological reaction or a psychological reaction, there has to be internal receptors in the body that make that consciousness or that awareness take place. So when science looks into cannabis, we find what's called the ECS system. And the ECS system stands for Endogenous Cannabinoid System. Now, when we talk about endogenous cannabinoids, what does that mean? What does endogenous mean? It means internal, right? Naturally occurring, which a little bit of Holmesian deduction here means that there are compounds the body makes that are identical to cannabis. There is an entire system in the body called the ECS system that runs on a compound or runs on the acids and the proteins and the compounds that are primarily or that are really very, very close, meaning the receptors are so the compound is so close to endogenous or naturally occurring compounds that the receptor for the endogenous compounds also react with the external compounds. So it's not like, I mean, you hear people who are looking at cannabis for medicine. And I mean, it can be frustrating because what you hear from the industry is almost that cannabis is a panacea, right? Is a one cure fixes all. Cannabis helps with everything from eczema and issues with your immune system to physical pain to I mean everything, every ailment of the human body. I mean, when you first hear it, it seems ridiculous. You first hear cannabis. I mean, you got an uncle with Alzheimer's, a sister with arthritis, and a grandma with Parkinson's, and a child with epilepsy, and I mean the list goes on, and all of them are on cannabis, or all of them they could have a specialist refer them to cannabis to help with, and all of these can be addressed with one plant. Now, that's not to say that every human body interacts with cannabis the same, so everybody's ability to receive a benefit from the plant is not going to be the same. So this is a trial and error issue, a therapy issue that you're going to have to try. Understanding as the foundation, the fundamentals are, it can't hurt you. And if it doesn't help with whatever the localized issue is, chances are it's going to help with a whole pile of other issues when it comes to things like metabolism. Key.